All right, good evening, folks. Today is May 9th, 2020, and everything is going good, at least for myself. I hope everything is going well for you and your family as well. Before we get into the video, of course, I always like to thank people for subscribing to my channel. And if you have not subscribed already, then of course there is the small bell icon on this side of the screen. Press that bell icon. Anytime I put up a new video to my channel, you will be alerted to that, so you can go ahead and watch it at your convenience. As always, I do appreciate people who give likes to my videos. Those are always great. Dislikes are also appropriate, of course, when you're doing it within good taste. I mean, if you really don't like the video, just tell me you didn't like the video, But if there's something wrong with it, by all means, let me know, and I will see about getting that corrected for future videos, not just for yourself, but for the rest of my audience. And I do appreciate everybody who joins me on this channel. You do help me make this channel possible and provide feedback so that I can continue to bring more content to the channel for you guys. And tonight's topic is actually going to be related to the videos that I'm putting out lately. Tonight we're going to be talking about, I'm going to be doing a walkthrough with you guys on Resutls-based magic and Contemplative magic with Yabam and Iyah Sigils from the 72 Sigils of Power by Zena Blaze. This is going to be, in continuation with the idea of removing blockages and removing programming and reprogramming ourselves for things such as success and bringing money into our lives and more money. A lot of people have just been saying, hey, I use this book and it doesn't work, and I always try to tell people, if you follow the directions and you're not getting something, obviously there's reasons why it's not working. It's not obtainable for you right now. There's too many things that have to happen for it to come through, or you just happen to be a natural block, especially if it has something to do with money. A lot of us have too many mental blockages when it comes to money. We think about money very, very negatively, and we've been raised in our society by our parents and grandparents, teachers, neighbors, and even religious groups that we're not affiliated with want to go ahead and impose their ideology and beliefs on us, especially when it comes to things such as money, and all that type of stuff just kind of floats and goes in one ear into our subconscious, and our brain processes it. And some of us are good at just throwing the garbage out that doesn't relate to us, but unfortunately, for a lot of people, that garbage that comes in, the brain processes it, it stores it away, and then as we get older, we kind of view things like money is dirty, or money is the root of all evil, or you want to get rid of money in order to be safe or to be spiritual or whatever like that. And then you get involved with something like magic, chaos magic, or any type of the mystic or occult arts, and then you want to start bringing money into your life, and then you're wondering why things aren't materializing for you, or why things are just more difficult than they should be. And so that's what we're going to be doing. So I got two videos for you here tonight. The first one, again, I'm going to walk you through using Yabam and Iyah as to help make our reality a little more malleable, and to start that process, to start bringing change into our lives, which is going to make it easier, not just for money, obviously, but for anything else that you need to bring into your life, such as love or anything else like that. And then I will have in the second video, it's going to be quite a bit longer. We're actually going to be doing some deprogramming and some reprogramming. So, without further ado, let's just jump into this first one. We'll get it done here, and hopefully everyone will be able to benefit from this, and we'll start seeing some changes here. So, the first one we're going to be doing is Yabam, regarding results-based magic. And let's pull up Yabam here. Yabam is the 70th sigil in the Sigils of Power by Zena Blaze. Okay, and the reason why we're doing results-based magic with this is we want to make our reality more malleable, okay? And there is a picture of Yabam. So when you are reading this, you are reading it from right to left, of course. Now, I did put a picture of this up in my last video, and the reason why that picture was a little grainy was I took it on my phone while it was on my computer screen. I'm going to try to get a better picture out there for you guys in this video feed, though, okay? Now, when you look at Yabam, it says, let me pull that back up. Contemplative Magick, an awareness of coincidence or for the reassurance of synchronicity. And when you use it for results-based magic, you're using it to stimulate coincidence or to see patterns in the events of your life or to make your reality more malleable. Now, some people will want to go ahead and do results-based magic and do all three of those all at once. That could take a lot. Okay, it's really best if you just focus on one area at a time. So we're just focusing on to making our reality more malleable. Okay, so for those of us who don't know what the word malleable means, okay, it means to be more adaptable or capable of being extended or reshaped. So literally, we are looking to shape, change, and adapt our present life so that we can further shape it into the future that we want it to be. Okay, because we are all creators of our own universe. Okay. So the first step we need to do is to find a place that we could be undisturbed for 10 to 15 minutes. Okay. Once you've done that, I want you to notice how you feel in this situation. Okay, allow your feelings on the subject or why you need your life to be more adaptable, for your life to change. What are your feelings on that? Why do you want your life to change? Okay, so that's really what you need to be focusing on. If you need it to change because you need to get out of the city you live in, the neighborhood you live in, you need better opportunities for you and your children, or better education or something like that. Focus on why you need your life to change. Okay, this is what you're trying to change. So make sure your ultimate focus is on the part of the situation you are trying to change and need to change in your life. Okay. I know I stress that a lot right there, but it's got to be done. So, anyways, now you're going to scan the Hebrew letters from, again, right to left. Okay, while you're saying or thinking the divine word listed for Yabam. Okay, make sure that when you are scanning the sigil, you scan it from right to left. Okay, and in this case, the divine word of power for this, for results-based magic, is Yabam. Okay, and I'll have that printed out for you in the video, of course, and at the end of this particular set, for results-based magic, along with the pronunciation for that. Okay, and while you are scanning the sigil for that, I want you to imagine what it will feel like to have the results you want, if you have them right now. Okay, I don't want you to waste your time with how it's going to happen, or when it's going to happen, or who's going to be involved with it, or whatever at this point. That's not what we're concerned about. Okay, just make sure that you imagine how you would feel when this happens, okay, in your life. Now, of course, this part is going to be different for everybody, so just focus. I don't want to tell you how you need to imagine that, because it's going to be different for each person. Just make sure that that's what you're focusing on. Okay. Being able to shape your reality and bring about synchronicity can do a lot, okay, within your life. And at this point, you aren't looking to create any specific type of future for yourself. You're just looking to imagine the feeling of having your reality more malleable at this time, or your ability to change your reality at this time into what you need. And of course, my computer decides to do a virus scan right about now. Okay, now what I want you to do in the fourth step, convince yourself that the result has already happened. Okay, again, we're not looking to imagine how it will happen or when or any other circumstances like that. All we're looking to do is imagine what it would be like that, the situation is already done. You're already in the situation that you need to change. If you need to get out of your neighborhood because of drugs, crime, whatever, you need to imagine yourself in the opposite. You're in a part of the neighborhood you wanted to be in, or in a different city or whatever, and that situation has changed for you. That's what we're looking to take care of right now. Okay, once you've achieved that feeling, I want you to stop the ritual at that point. Okay, this is your alchemical. This is your emotional alchemy for the process. Is that you're going from a situation of what you need to change. In this case again, we're focusing on a living situation, or your lack and your desperation. That's the downside, of course, of your situation. We need to change that to an upside, okay? To you have what you want. And then once you realize that you have that gratitude, you're in that situation, you feel good about it, and that's what you want. That's when you stop the ritual, okay? Because you've created that emotional alchemy for yourself. So that is the only process regarding results-based magic. Results-based magic with the sigil is very, very simple. Okay, it's very straightforward. Again, it takes about 10 or 15 minutes. Okay, I'm going to pause this video right here just for a moment. Alright, folks, and we are back, and we will be talking about contemplative magic now with the sigil Iyah. Okay, Iyah is the 67th sigil found in the book, 72 Sigils of Power. Okay, and the reason why we are doing contemplative magic with Iyah in this case is we are trying to understand the need for change. Okay, and that seems kind of redundant or silly for some people, but for some, we just we need to understand why we need change, to begin with. Okay, we need to understand in this case why we need to change the programming that we have in our heads in order to become more successful. Okay, so we need to understand that purpose. Okay, obviously, if we continue with the programming that we have, and we continue trying to do the magic that we're trying to do and get the results and the reality that we want, it's not achievable for us because of the programming that we have, and we need to basically understand why we need to change that, because we want to be more successful. We want to be able to create our own universe, obviously the way that we want it to be, or we need it to be. Okay, so again, I'm going to try to provide a photo for this one that's not so grainy as the one that I did before. Okay, so the first step in the process, of course, is again, make sure we're undisturbed for 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, find a spot that you can do this. You don't have to be shouting or saying anything out loud. You just want to make sure that you're not going to be disturbed. Okay, so begin to acknowledge in the second step that you are acknowledging the state that you're in the present moment. Okay, focus on what it is you're going to be contemplating. Okay, in this case, the need for change. You want to contemplate the need for what type of change, okay, that we're changing. And again, that's going to be different for you. Okay. Spend several moments thinking about how you feel about this at this exact moment. Okay, so we are need to understand why we need that change again, and why it is so great to for us to have it in our life. Okay. The third step, you're going to be scanning the Hebrew letters from right to left, of course. Okay, and then you're going to be using or saying or thinking the divine word listed for Contemplative Magick for the Sigil Iyah, which is Ya, Ah. Okay. Now remember, in the book there's two divine powers for each sigil. There's one for Contemplative Magick, and there's one for Resutls-based. We're focusing on contemplative at this point. Okay. Continue to scan the Hebrew letters from right to left while saying the divine power, and keeping aware of the question you have in your mind. Again, whatever question you formulated, you need to continue to hold that in your mind while you're looking at the sigil and you're thinking we're saying the divine word. There's a lot going on right here. This is why we don't want to be disturbed. Okay, now make room. You need to make room for new thoughts in your mind while staying relaxed. Okay, again, you aren't looking to gain any particular insight here. This insight's going to come to us when it's ready. Okay, it could come while you're doing the contemplative magic. It could come later on in the day. Might come in a dream. Might come in a couple days. You might be at work and doing something, and then a coworker comes up and then start talking to you about something, and then they say something that connects like what you did in this ritual with what they're talking about, and you get your aha moment at that point. It's going to come in some way. Okay, you just have to be kind of open at that point. Okay, in step 6, continue to scan the letters and observing your thoughts and your feelings. And then in the last step, which is step 7, again, it may take a few days for some of the magic to come through to your consciousness. If you feel inclined to repeat this ritual with the same sigil, you can do it the next day or in a couple days. You can do it over the course of the week if you like. Okay, by repeating the ritual, you may gain deeper insights into what it is you're contemplating. So that is basically the step-by-step walkthrough using Yabam for Resutls-based magic and Iyah for Contemplative Magick. Okay, go ahead and practice that, of course, for the next couple days, and then you'll be able to move into the next video that I'll be recording here a little bit easier if you follow this process first before you jump into that next one. All right, so let me go ahead and get everything processed up for you guys. I'll get everything loaded up to YouTube, and I will be seeing you in the next video. All right, take care. Bye.